What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Obi-Wan Kenobi episode number 4, and we are coming off of a heavy Darth Vader episode, which, give me more. Seeing Vader and hearing him, and just anytime we get Vader, it's always a treat. And they took him...
A treat. He's a killer. He's a treat.
They took him a step further than I thought that we would see him. I never expected to see Darth Vader snapping a kid's neck on a Disney Plus TV show.
I know, that's a little wild.
That was so intense, and he was just so ruthless, and he was able to sense Kenobi. He was trying to bring him out, trying to just show him. I felt like he was kind of showing off. Just be like, hey, by the way, look at how badass and powerful I am. I can just friggin' do whatever I want. And it was insane just seeing him. It was just so insane. And, you know, we ended up getting the showdown between Vader and Kenobi. And I think this was one of those situations where expectation setting could get you in a little bit of trouble. I know I had my expectations for what I thought the first fight was going to be. But, you know, the first few episodes and seeing what Kenobi was and what his situation was and what he was doing day to day, which was basically nothing on Tatooine. He had his day job. He was watching Luke. He was on Tatooine for 10 years. Doing nothing. And we even saw how rusty he was when he was in that like one planet fighting those dudes, and like he was rusty. And the idea that that first showdown would be anything other than what we got, I think I think it's tough, because obviously him pulling his lightsaber out against Darth Vader, it's going to be a tough situation because Vader's not rusty. He's 10 years in to being Vader with his suit, and obviously he's training and fighting and building up and getting used to his suit and his new body. So it kind of, like, once we saw what Kenobi was and how rusty he was, that's basically what I was expecting. And it was essentially a cat and mouse game for him. He saw how weak Kenobi was. He was able to sense how weak he was. And it was just kind of like he was playing with his food. And I think the biggest question coming out of that episode is ultimately why Vader stopped. Why did he let Kenobi go in that moment? Because in your mind, 10 years of this anger and wanting to find Kenobi and get that revenge has been building. But also at the same time, 10 years gives you a really good chance to kind of like let a plan come through and kind of strategize what this is going to look like. And I don't know if that's what he was expecting when he encountered Kenobi. I don't think he was expecting a weak, broken down version of what he remembered his old master to be.
Do you think he wants him to, like, get back up to speed so that they can have, like, a fair fight?
I think that's part of it, and in my opinion, I think that's the number one reason why he let him go. What does it serve him to destroy him in that state?
It's not as much fun.
It's not as much fun. It's not a prize. It's not like, ooh, like I killed a broken down old Kenobi. Like, no. I think he sensed that. And I think also part of it, I think he realized that he had some help. And I think that's going to play into it a little bit. I hope we get an explanation. I hope that it's not something they just gloss over, because I feel like without an explanation, that could be a really big misstep in the story. Because obviously we saw him put out the fire the first time. And then like the fact that his suit's supposed to be fireproof, he should be able to just walk through it or just crush that droid, or as we've seen before from even Luke. But it's one of those things where the fire shouldn't have stopped him at all. So why did he stop? And I hope we get that explanation. I think it's a combination of a few things. I don't think it has anything to do with any kind of PTSD or learning experience from what happened in their last encounter, even though he should probably learn from that, the whole high ground, because Obi-Wan ended up dicing him up. But it's one of those things where he lives on Mustafar. I don't think fire is any type of deterrent for him. I don't think he's scared of it. I don't think he would live on a fire planet if he was scared of the fire. So it's something that he's embracing. So there's got to be a good reason why, and I hope we get it. But overall, I feel like that's kind of, it kind of went the way that I was expecting, with the exception I thought there would potentially be more dialogue. I thought Obi-Wan would say more than just, what have you become? I really liked Vader's line there where he was like, I became what you made me, kind of thing. Even though it would have been kind of a funny callback if he was like, you did this yourself from, you know, Revenge of the Sith kind of thing. But I don't think Kenobi was in that kind of state of mind to throw any kind of like one-liners back at him. But Vader was ruthless, and he was just stalking him, and Obi-Wan was running away, and I think he was running away to basically get Vader away from that town.
It makes sense, like as far away from Leia as possible.
And Leia too, and just like, stop killing people, stop destroying this little town, just let's get away and we could have our moment. And then, you know, Kenobi had a little bit of help and was able to get away, and again, I hope they address it, but I thought it went exactly kind of like I thought, based off of like what we saw from him in the first 2.5 episodes before they actually encountered. So again, it's one of those things where in your mind you might be expecting one thing and then it goes a certain way. That's why you got to kind of temper expectations sometimes, because I think 1,000,000% we are going to get the big epic battle later, whether it's not going to be this episode or it's the 5th episode. I think that's going to be the finale, is where, because we're going to get like that Rocky moment, I feel like, with Kenobi, where he's been trying to reach out to Qui-Gon, his master. I'm wondering if we're going to try to, I'm wondering if we're going to involve Yoda in any way, whether he's going to go to Dagobah, which, I mean, we've left Luke for a long time now. Like, maybe he just feels like he's safe because they're all kind of like hunting him and Leia. But like getting Yoda involved, getting Qui-Gon involved at some point, I think we're going to get that Rocky training moment, and then, you know, Obi-Wan's going to build himself back up, and we're going to get that epic fight where Obi-Wan has to win. Because when we see them in A New Hope, that line where I am now the master has to kind of come into play, where Obi-Wan has to prove that he's still the master. And I think we're going to get that probably in the finale. It would make a lot of sense. But some other stuff that kind of played through this episode, Reva found Leia, which, this is where things could get a little tricky, because if Reva uses her mind power, she could read Leia's mind and find out who she is and what's going on, and maybe see things that Leia doesn't even know about, potentially. So that's going to be interesting to see what Reva does there. But Reva had a moment where she saw the Jedi symbol and kind of had she had some kind of feeling to it. So I don't know if she's like missing the Jedi way, if it made her angry to see the Jedi thing.
Maybe. But
I think we're going to get more story on her, because I 100% believe she was a youngling in that opening scene of this show, and something's going to go on there. And I still think we need some answers with her around the Grand Inquisitor, who I 1,000,000% don't think is dead. How she knows who Vader is, Anakin, like putting those dots together. There's a lot there with her. And then a couple other really small, cool nuggets. Obi-Wan has a brother, apparently. I never knew that. That was kind of just a random bombshell. Like, wait, what? There's another Kenobi out there? Like, is this dude in this, like, Jedi savior? Does he have force powers, or is he just like a normal dude? Like, that was a pretty cool moment. And the moment with Leia, like, all these moments with Leia have been really kind of touching, where she was like, are you my real father? And Obi-Wan's like, I wish I was. And it's one of those things where, knowing who her dad is, that's probably why he said that, because he wants to be able to put her kind of mind at ease in that moment. That's a very touching and kind of sad moment, because it's like, yeah, it's your dad. Like, we're about to go meet him. He's not a good dude anymore, kind of thing. And you don't want to know him. You'll meet him later, like very up close and personal. But then Quinlan Vos, too, another Jedi from the animated shows. His name was mentioned, and it feels like we're going to get a potential moment where Kenobi gets transferred to this Jedi safe house place, and maybe there's other Jedi there, and maybe Quinlan Vos is there. Maybe we get a Cal Kestis sighting from the video games. I don't know, but there's a lot going on, obviously, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing where the story goes, what kind of answers we get, and yeah, I think that's everything. You ready? Mm-hmm. Let's go. He got pretty jacked up there.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, him getting dragged through that fire was so brutal.
Stay with me. You're gonna be okay. Get the back to tank ready.
Back to tank. He's gonna have a flashback memory. Oh, are they there? They made it to Jabin.
Okay, but where's Leia?
This is intense.
Killed me when you had shadow.
your beam.
Where's Leia?
You can't keep me here. My father is Bail Organa. He's a senator. I am a princess of Alderaan.
That's cute. You have no rights here, princess. The Empire doesn't take kindly to Jedi sympathizers.
He will come for me.
She's so cute.
Obi-Wan is dead. Nobody's coming for me.
Did she just realize that there was another lie? Because she just called him Obi-Wan and he was going by Ben.
Get him on the first transport out of here. Too many people are looking for you. You put us all in danger.
I need your help.
So does every kid making a rock flow from here to Coruscant.
Someone very important to me taken. I need your help to get her back.
General, I'm sorry, but that's not my problem.
Well, I wish that were true.
So say Jackson.
That's
Ice Cube's kid.
yeah, I thought it looked familiar.
I can't shut it down. Everything runs out of here.
Then help us to get her back. You've no idea what the Empire is capable of.
I had a wife once. I knew exactly what she was before we got married. We tried to hide it, and the Inquisitors found her anyway. So I know exactly what the Empire can do. Look, if you want my help, you got it.
Let's go.
Ner, it's a water moon. We got this off the grid while it was being built. It's in the Mustafar system.
That's Vader's system.
Is Vader there?
We don't think so. Our intel shows he's still on his ship, but...
So that's it. Fortress Inquisitorius.
It's impenetrable, Wade.
How far down do you think it goes?
Have no idea. It's their base of operations, so probably got a command center, training facility.
I don't see any shields.
That's because no one would be stupid enough to attack.
We could take those speeders, go in at night. She's 10 years old. I won't leave her there. I'll go on my own.
You can barely stand. You're not getting in there.
I'll go with him. I have officer clearance. I can get you inside and I can get you access.
Is your cover still intact?
We'll find out soon enough.
She was in Game of Thrones, by the way.
Absolutely. Yes, she was.
She's in this show. Oberyn Martell is in the other show, Mandalorian.
I'll be all right.
Your body's not the only thing that needs to heal, Ben. The past is a hard thing to forget, and you just need time, that's all.
Some things can't be forgotten.
You care about Leia.
It's the music.
Then you're gonna have to try. We're almost there. We intercepted a transmission on Balnab last year. Bunch of talk of a secret network path. We thought it was a lie, but a safe house, like the one you were in, has been found in 2 systems. I need to find out where they are, Leia. And I think you know.
How did he die?
He burned to death on Mapusa. The people I'm looking for left him there to die. If you tell me where the path is, you can go home to your family. This can all be over.
I don't know anything about a path.
Well, let's think a little bit harder, shall we?
Oh, shit.
She gonna use it on her? She's gonna read her mind?
What else is she gonna... what else is she gonna see in her mind? I mean, obviously...
More than I want her to?
I mean, obviously, Leia doesn't know who her father is, so you won't get that Vader information, but I don't know, maybe her mind's safe. We haven't heard Imperial March once yet. We've seen plenty of Imperial situations. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I have Officer Class C.
Now,
Is there a problem?
This isn't your sector. I can't let you through.
And you are?
I am the lead security on this level.
Then I'm your commanding officer, and you will address me as Sir.
Yes, sir, of course, but...
Perhaps I should just inform the Grand Inquisitor of your insolence. I'm here with classified intelligence. Do you know what classified means?
Yes, sir.
Why am I wasting my breath on you?
Yes, sir, of course.
Alright, she handled that pretty well.
Yeah.
All right, I'm inside the system. Here we go. We're riding an entry port. It should be right ahead of you.
He used the same breathing apparatus in the prequel. Those things are cool. This is a very impressive structure. This feels like it's going to be a callback to A New Hope, where he was old Ben sneaking around the Death Star.
I'm in.
Oh no.
She's going to be able to probably sense that she's force sensitive, though.
Is this a stare contest?
Oh! This is a staring contest? Girl, did you blink?
You're strong.
Yeah, she is. Little
The
stinker.
braver you seem, the more afraid you are. I learned that at a very young age as well.
Oh shit. Don't hurt the robot.
I had a droid when I was younger too. It was taken from me like everything else.
She's going to try to connect with Leia.
This isn't your station. Let me see some identification. Come with me.
I mean, she's going to get made at some point.
Yeah.
Tyler, can you hear me?
That's a callback.
That's not scary at all. Not at all. What's that? This place gives me the creeps.
Ben.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that?
You didn't hear anything.
Yeah, this place just gives you the creeps, that's all.
Over there. Let's go.
At least we see where he got his experience snooping around Imperial places.
Yeah.
I know what it's like being alone. Kenobi is gone. The people you're trying to protect, they are not coming for you. The only person that can save you now, Leia, is you. Tell me where they are.
Don't say anything.
We're all on the same side here.
No, we're
These
not.
people, they'll leave you to die.
I'll tell you where they are. I just don't want anyone to get hurt.
I give you my word.
Oh no. Lying to a child? How
I
dare.
have to tell my father first. That's okay, right? You said we're all on the same side.
Nice try, princess. I hope you like pain.
I'll never tell you where they
Then
are.
it's time to make those tears real.
She is a smart, tough cookie.
Let go! Help! Somebody help! Let go! Let me out!
Oh shit.
What is it?
I think I've just found out what they're hiding down here. This place isn't a fortress. It's a tomb.
Oh my god.
What's that?
Dead Jedi?
What are you doing to
The
me?
same thing I do to anyone who doesn't embrace the Empire.
What the hell, dude?
Say something!
I'll never tell you!
Then your choice is made.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Leia, I really am. You did this to yourself.
Help! Help! Somebody help!
I was told it cannot wait.
I understand that you're leading the hunt for the network they call the Path.
Just speak.
They're on Flora. The network runs out of the Sertar sector. They use the salvage business to launder goods, render new identities, and fly the Jedi out.
Impressive.
She's gonna kill her.
Shit.
You're lying.
Yeah. She's gonna be able to reason through that.
Yeah, bitch! Yeah. Love that.
Stand where you are.
You're a terrible shot. No worries here.
It was a little too easy.
What does not make sense is how an old man and a little girl escaped an Imperial checkpoint on your planet. Unless they had help.
Will not have my integrity questioned. And admit you're a spy. Of course I am. I spent 2 years undercover trying to find out where they were hidden. When Kenobi came, they panicked. I got inside.
You expect me to believe this?
Look, I couldn't tell anybody. If they found out, I would have been killed. He's on Florum.
Why doesn't she just read her mind? Like, the way they're like picking and choosing her moments to use her mind probing is interesting.
I do like a good liar. I don't know if you're lying to me or for me, but we'll see.
Shit.
Take her to interrogation.
Oh no.
If the debriefing confirms it, then...
Is it weird that I kind of like that sound?
I mean, it's kind of iconic.
Tala! Tala, where are the others?
He's rusty! Get it!
Yeah, buddy.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
You know our oldest does that with her bat for softball.
Hi.
Where would you like me to hide exactly?
Oh shit. There you go.
Yeah. Oh god.
Tala, get her out of here. I'll hold it.
Oh no. Oh no. You gotta make a run for it. Yeah! That was cool.
This way.
Look at that shot. Shit.
Bye, stormtroopers. It would. I know it's inappropriate, but it would have been really funny if, like, he put her, like, on his shoulders and, like, put the jacket, like, you know, in a cartoon.
Not subtle at all.
I feel like it would be inappropriate for Star Wars, but I think it would be funny as hell. I'm just really tall.
How the hell are they gonna get off of this?
And how is no one, like, seeing this giant bulge of a child?
Child and an old man. Was it worth it? Betraying everything you are.
This was never who I was.
Then you die for nothing.
Awesome.
That's how they're gonna get off.
Quick! Hurry! 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 Hurry!
Right behind you.
No!
Oh shit.
Bye, Wade. Ooh, you're gonna be in trouble!
Oh shit.
You were born what defeat would bring. I will tolerate your weakness no longer.
I put a tracker on the ship. Soon the location of the network and Kenobi will be ours.
It seems I have underestimated you.
But my lord, the base was almost destroyed.
Kenobi is all that matters.
There can be no mistakes. You're certain the tracker is with him.
Yes, my lord. Where he goes, it will follow.
Oh, honey. With her little baby hand. They couldn't have cast a better child for this.
I mean, she looks just like Leia.
But she's so good also. Her little facial expressions.
Oh, they put the track. Oh, shit.
No, not Lola! How dare.
I mean, the major takeaway from, like, the interactions with Leia and Obi-Wan, you really understand the whole, like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. And then when Luke's like, I'm with Ben Kenobi, like, Ben Kenobi, like, you understand, like, that relationship, and then the fact that Leia ends up naming her son Ben. Like, you really understand that relationship, and the fact that it goes a lot deeper than I thought, to be honest.
I did not know that
Leia's son, yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I mean, it does, like, I think it's fun to just nitpick certain, like, I'm not upset about it. I don't think it's bad or anything. But with everything that Leia and Obi-Wan have been through to this point, I almost think the message through R2 shouldn't have been like this professional, like, you served my father in the General Kenobi, you served my father in the. They should have been like, hey Ben, it's me, Leia. I need your help. You remember when you saved me like 10 years ago? Like, yeah, that, like, the shit they've been through, these journeys have, like, this is like a bond, unless they somehow, like, clear her, like, you could like mind wipe and shit with the Force.
Well, I was thinking, like, maybe in case anybody else found it, they know who to search for.
I mean, I think there's a few valid reasons why she would address him as General Kenobi. You served my father in the Clone Wars. We need you in this moment, kind of thing.
You don't recognize me anymore. I'm a grown ass woman.
Maybe. It's definitely one of those things where, I mean, I think all she would have to say is like, it's Leia. Like, I think you know. But it's just one of those things where you never really think about those small details about the way she reacts when she hears Luke say, like, I'm with Ben Kenobi, and the fact that, you know, Ben Solo is Leia's son and his name's Ben. Like, there's a lot of stuff that kind of connects, but never in a million years did I think when we got the Kenobi show that we would get so much Leia. Because you think, like, oh, Obi-Wan's main focus is Luke. He's watching over Luke. But being on Tatooine with Owen and Veru, like, maybe he's safe there in that moment while the Inquisitors are dealing with everything they're dealing with Leia and Kenobi at this point. It's definitely interesting seeing that relationship building.
I love it.
That felt like very much like a Mando episode where Grogu was captured and Mando had to go in and save.
With the little baby handcuffs?
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I mean, so here's a critique. That episode, I don't know what it does for the grand story that's being told, because now we only have 2 episodes left. I know there are, like, rumors of a season 2, so I don't know where that goes. But it was a shorter episode, that's for sure. And, I mean, we got a little bit of Vader there. We didn't get a lot of Kenobi healing, considering he got dragged through fire. And I was kind of expecting some kind of, like, emotional, heartfelt flashback of him remembering Anakin in their good times. Kind of like what we saw with Boba Fett when he was in the back tank. He was having all those visions and stuff. I thought we were getting one of those, but it was more of like, what the fuck did I just experience? That was traumatic. I am completely shook by what I experienced facing Vader for the first time, kind of thing. But, I mean, again, I'm going to save my overall critiques for the end of the show. That's kind of, I'm not going to jump to conclusions and go crazy. Like, I know, I can almost guarantee a lot of people didn't like that episode. It was a fun adventure.
I enjoyed it.
That's basically what that episode was. You had to go save Leia. You couldn't let her stay there, like, under the Inquisitor's care. Like, the whole... One thing that is kind of annoying me, and I don't fully understand it, is her ability. Like, we know she has a powerful mind-reading ability. When and where she uses it is questionable, I feel like, at this point, in terms of, like, the storytelling. Because she didn't have to have a conversation with Tala. Like, she just had to, like, go into her brain, find out exactly where everything is and everything that's happening. Like, she didn't have to question her and be like, oh, are you lying? You lying to me? Oh, I like, none of that had to happen. She could have just strapped her down, read her mind, realized, like, oh, these are where the safe houses are. So it's just, like, even when she was talking to Owen, she could have easily read Owen's mind and be like, oh, Obi-Wan's right behind you in, like, the earlier episode.
Right.
So it's just interesting when and where she's using it. And, I mean, I think it's obvious storytelling device that this probably wouldn't last very long if she constantly just used her mind reading ability and there'd be no adventure and there'd really be no anything going on. Right. But I think that's one of my biggest questions with Reva and her ability. Just when, where, and why does she choose to use it and not use it sometimes? But we didn't get Grand Inquisitor in this episode either. So we've got 2 episodes for them to bring him back, if that's the case, if he's alive. I mean, I'm stick him in a back to tank and heal. But I don't know. I think there's still a lot of questions. I'm reserving my complete feelings until everything is done. We're wrapped up. And then I'll kind of share my overall thoughts. But it was cool watching Kenobi use the lightsaber. Yeah. It looks like he's getting back into the flow of things a little bit. Things are coming back to him. He was able to deflect the blaster shots pretty easily. He was able to control the water and the glass for a minute while, like, stuff was happening and
distraction for the storm.
Distraction, like that definitely felt like a great callback episode to A New Hope, where he's kind of sneaking around and making sounds and, like, leaving the little comm device on the table. Like, there's a lot of, like, very subtle small things that they called back to A New Hope, and you could see where he gets his little stealth. Like, I'm terrible at stealth. I suck at stealth. I don't like stealth. But you could see Kenobi's very good at stealth. And you can see where he got it from in A New Hope, because he had to be very stealth in this episode and sneak around and go save Leia, which, again, like, Leia, I think she's been an amazing addition to this show. The actor that they got has been perfect.
So good.
I think she just nails the character so well. And everything that Leia's been through at this point, like, you understand why she's so strong and why she is who she is when we meet her in A New Hope. And why she's so strong and such a good leader and just who she is. Like, she's amazing. And we all love Princess Leia. But you really kind of see why and how she kind of developed into who she became. Yeah. Through kind of these traumas and all this crazy shit she's dealing with. Hopefully she just gets home soon. And, like Leia has definitely been a major focus in this show. I'm ready to kind of get to the Kenobi, Anakin / Vader stuff now. I want to, like, last 2 episodes, I hope they go hard on it. They didn't really cover anything about why Vader let Obi-Wan go. That didn't happen at all. So I think that's a big question mark as well. So I don't know if we're going to get that explanation. I think that's a big, giant story hole if they don't kind of address that, in my opinion. And I think a lot of people are going to agree, because that was the number 1 talking point coming out of last episode. So watching him almost tear Reva in half was a pretty intense moment. Yeah. But of course she saves her booty again and planted a tracker on Leia's droid. So
I mean, smart.
Yeah.
I just want Leia to make it back home to Dad.
We know that happens, so I think we'll be okay with that. But the fact that now she knows he's Obi-Wan and Ben, I thought she was going to kind of ask that and be like, why are they calling you Obi-Wan? Because he's Ben to her. Right. So, I don't know. It was a fine episode. A lot of fun action. And I'm ready for these last 2 episodes to really just pedal to the metal and go hard on the story and kind of see where we go with this Obi-Wan and Vader and Anakin. And are we going to get Qui-Gon? Is, again, mentioned Yoda. I don't think we're going to see any Yoda. He's just kind of chilling on Dagobah while all this shit's happening. All this craziness is going down. So, we'll see where it all goes. Do you have any other thoughts?
Nope.
All right, y'all. You guys leave all your comments, all your thoughts. What do you think's going to happen in the final? We have only 2 episodes left. Yeah. What do you think's going to go down? Share all your thoughts, and we'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. As always, may the force be with you. Bye.
And also with you.